Turkey sandwich, T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Turkey sandwich, T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, my computer's going extremely slow, but I am used to that by now. Sound check, testing, 1, 2, 3. I think it would help if I took the Bluetooth off. Let me take the Bluetooth off. Let me see how that works. What's going on? How you doing? Hey, welcome. I'm just setting up. Hi. Let me tell you hello. Kenneth Owens. What's going on, kid? Welcome to the Morning Move sound check. Let me tell you how you doing. You had a good day yesterday? My day turned out pretty decent yesterday. I did at least 3 or 4 pre-upload videos from a new series that I'm added to a category that I have on YouTube. Well, let me take my little pouch off. It's heavy now. It's weird how, look at my little pouch. Something so light can be so heavy. I can take this off now. Let me just put it over there. It's what I keep my cell phone in when I wear like my onesies and stuff. If they don't have big enough pockets, I'll have like a little side satchel so I can put my cell phone in, especially if I'm walking around, you know, going for a walk or just cleaning around the house. Goodness, ever try to vacuum and have your cell phone on you in a tiny pocket? Well, my cell phone keeps coming out because I think it's because of my case. I have a cell phone case that's kind of bulky, but that's for protection so I don't accidentally damage my phone. So that's what takes up so much room. If I try to stick the cell phone in my pocket, it's so out of a fit. So, which is why I have my little bag that I put my cell phone in. Every cell phone I get now, I make sure to put it in some type of thicker case. I don't have the OtterBox. I aspire one day to be able to walk into the cell phone store, get the cell phone of my choice, and the OtterBox with the Cliffy. Oh, I'm doing big things, guys. I'm doing big things. I have a question in reference to the OtterBox. Do they come in various colors now? Because so far, all I've seen since the OtterBox has been out, at least more than 8 years now, it's only one color. Yes, I can design my own. Yes, but there may be a moment where I don't want to do that all the time. It would be nice to go to the store to pick from all the other creations. Having said that, in reference to when and if I get one of those OtterBox covers and have to decorate it on my own, my mind instantly flows to the Dollar Tree because thankfully their arts and crafts section has expanded. I think that's another reason why Joann Fabrics is going out of business, because the Dollar Tree has really stepped up their game with the crafts and stuff. I can tell you this. Years ago, really years ago, more than 10 years ago, before staying at home and earning income as a homemaker or just like a kid or anybody who wants to make supplemental income, they had these crafts that you can make. And if you're crafty or can follow the instructions well, you could earn like a few cents up to $1, up to $3 for making like these holiday projects. But they will give you this list in the mail of all the craft supplies you would need, and the majority of them did come from Dollar Tree, like little cotton balls, popsicle sticks. The only tool at that time that you had to had to buy money for that was kind of costly was a hot glue gun. Because at that time, Dollar Tree didn't carry those. But now, if you're lucky, aside from the recalls, you can purchase a hot glue gun from Dollar Tree. So those mail-in crafts that some people do, I try to participate into that. And you make like projects, and sometimes it's the things that you actually see at the Dollar Tree. Like, let's say for instance there's Easter, and you see like the cute little crafts like love is here, he is risen, or polish Easter eggs. Those jobs are contracted out to regular people, and they make these crafts at home, and you have a certain amount that you have to make, and if you're willing to do more, you have to commit to that, and you ship it back to the people. Bye, Kenneth. Have a good one. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a great day. Positive energy your way. And then you get paid. And now that I'm thinking about that again, I had to look back into it and see if I could find that catalog again so I can participate into that, because I'm in a more better position in my life where I can actually get those crafts going and get them mailed out. But shouts out to Dollar Tree, shouts out to Kenneth. Thank you for coming in, because you didn't have to at all. Thank you for showing support. 6 minutes have gone by and I'm up here talking about Dollar Tree crafts and how much they've grown. But today's video is going to be about YouTube updates. Which do you prefer, black or white? Like in reference to cows? Well, no, because not cows, because on this platform, there's strawberry cows, there's this kind of cow, and chocolate cows. And then if you're asking me as a form of a cow that I am currently in, if I say one or the other, I cancel my own self out. So which way you want to go with this, Tashka? Hey Joy, how you doing? Welcome. We have so many people, to me, coming in today. Today is a great day. And actually it is, let's see here, it's Friday, so happy Friday, May 16th, 2025. Thank you so much for coming in. There. So yeah, in reference to cows, since I am a cow in this one shiny moment, I cannot choose either the black or the white because I'll cancel my own self out. But having said that, I'm going to segue into one of the fun parts, and it's called Cows in the Chat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, AI, and all the living, breathing things here on planet Earth that have not been classified yet. Welcome to Morning Moon. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here with me. This is the time where we put cows in the chats or your favorite animal emoji in the chat. Let's go. And let's sing a little song. Let me button up a bit. Looks like I have grass all over the place. That's what I ate for breakfast today. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. So let me put some cows in the chat, y'all. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. I want to sing it one more time because it's fun. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. I'll have you know that everyone is placing the blame on cows for global warming. So if that is true, as this chat is filled with cows, I recommend that you have your aerosol spray cans ready, because cows are in the chat causing global warming in this chat, and it's not going to smell like cow. It's one of my favorite animals. I had a lot of positive experiences with cows. And then, in addition to having this cute onesie, it just reinforces it more. I can't say, I think when I was a teen, I had a cow purse. My older sister bought it for me, and I had to find it again. I don't know if I threw it away or if I just simply lost it. And I had a really cool cow hat. I had to get both of those things back into my life. My sister realized when I was in high school that I like cows, so she went out of her way and bought the cow purse. So thanks to my older sister for buying me the cow bag, because she really saw that I was feeling cows. And you know what? Remember Gateway? I missed Gateway Computer because the cow was the mascot. So yes, I have an attachment, a healthy attachment to cows. Can we destroy the earth in this chat? Excellent. If you fill the chat box with cows, due to the fact that science said by way of the government that they're causing global warming, if we continue to fill this chat box with cows, something might happen. So having said that, I'm going to put more cows in the chat. Calls in the chat, calls in the chat, the Rock Edition. Calls in the chat, calls in the chat, calls in the chat, calls in the chat. There. That's okay. Cow computers came out a while ago. They were known as Gateway Computers, and it was brought to you by our fellow friend Bill Gates. That was his first line of computers, and then I believe that Gateway was dissolved into another computer company that exists today. But I do miss that because the mascot for Bill Gates Gateway Computers was the cow. So today, I'm already almost 15 minutes into this glorious live stream. I'm gonna read the survey to see what you guys voted for our cereal. And another thing, my computer that's on my lap is actually running well today. It's an older computer, but why would I get rid of it? Because it's working just well. It's outdated, but it's working just fine. It's just a little slower. So why get rid of it? But today in particular, it's running really well. And you know what I think? It's because it's got a full charge. And I had it off for a while I let it charge for a change. And now it's working like a champ. So which cereal would you choose today in this one shiny moment? 50% chose Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisp. No one chose All Brand, as you should not choose. And 50% chose Corn Flakes. So I'm going to put in here what I am going to choose. I'm going to go with Cookie Crisp. I'm unable to physically put a vote in here. So what I normally do is just type in my answer. So I'm going to type in my answer. Today's cereal I'm choosing. I'm choosing Pikachu. I choose you. No, Pikachu cereal is not a part of the survey today. Cookie Crisp. I've chosen Cookie Crisp cereal. At least no more than 500 years ago, but no less than 29 years ago, I'm guessing. I don't eat cereal, but if I were to eat cereal, I would eat the one that isn't dry. Hummer. That's funny. High five. That was cool and funny. So for my personal reference, I want to go through here again and just thank everybody who came in. This is a Friday morning, and it's a lot of people from last time I checked. who I'm subscribed to who are going live. So you could have been anywhere else. Shouts out to LA for coming in today to the live. Kenneth Owens _ YT. Thank you for coming in. Tosca, thank you so much for coming in. What's up, Chile, my mom? Thank you so much for coming in. It means a lot to me because your time is as important as mine. So if you're coming here for even for a moment, you're giving something valuable up, and that's your time. So unfortunately, everyone, YouTube is on that bull again, and they have more updates. And I can say this for once in my life. I'm not the only one complaining about that this time around is really confusing. I'm saying that because on YouTube, the VidIQ channel, I say he's the spokesman. So basically the spokesman who comes on VidIQ, he's a bald-headed guy and he wears these glasses. He's always giving us the rundown in a summarized way to help us understand all these YouTube changes, which are constant, but in the way that it can shatter people's livelihoods. Oh, kind of like the government. Never mind. Nonetheless, but he don't even understand what's going on. So a few days ago, I was actually trying to do my best to inform myself of what's going to come for the month of May. And this year, in the realm of YouTube updates, since I'm part of YouTube, I had to begrudgingly do my best to listen to the changes. But it changes more than you change a baby's diaper. And when I gathered what they were trying to express, there was a woman who's a lawyer. I think she may be a social media lawyer now. You know, there's an avenue for that now. A social media lawyer. But how she was explaining everything, it didn't give me much peace. I was still just as confused as ever, because basically, from what I'm gathering, the best thing to do is forego using music in general. Forego using a second or an ounce of a sound bite from somewhere, even though we're allowed to cut and share audio snippets through the veins of YouTube. It seems like she was saying, from what I'm interpreting, to just for now abort doing that. Only be playing like how I am right now in this video. No music, no pictures, since unless it's something I made and I can prove that it's mine. No music unless I'm playing some music in the background from the YouTube free section. That's what I gathered from it. And I'm like, well, how's that going to be a reality? Because you just opened up YouTube Shorts on the massive scale, which allows us to have up to 3 minutes to do things. 1 minute, up to 1 minute to sample music. But from what I'm gathering, now we cannot do that. It's too contradictory. It's like the minute they roll out a change, they have another one to contradict and smack us down. And it like weeds, it just keeps making people intentionally fall for no apparent reason. That part, Tosca, that part, it's gotten just as bad as singing the happy birthday song. You know, on Teen Titans Go, they even talk about that. It was someone's birthday. I think it was Beast Boy's birthday. But in the episode, Beast Boy and Starfire ended up sharing birthdays. But within all that episode, I think Robin and or Cyborg was like, no, you cannot sing the happy birthday song. And he goes into this spiel that of who wrote the happy birthday song and how to this day it is still copyrighted and you cannot sing that song. So they had to make their own happy birthday song. That's how bad this copyright stuff has gotten. I understand wanting to protect your IP, but if you're saying that we have the power or the permission to sample a soundbite up to a certain amount of seconds, where's the discrepancy at? Why are we getting punished for something you're allowing? It seemed like the flag should go back on YouTube instead of cutting our heads off. Don't make sense. See? That's the dark road that we're headed down in the realm of AI. Checking those boxes to give things permission. And the DEEPFAKES, deepfakes. So, having said that, you guys gonna laugh at me. I voted for, I was gonna say Captain Crunch cereal. I voted for Cookie Crisp cereal, but you wanna know what cereal I have in my Batman cereal bowl? I'll give you 7 seconds to guess. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000. I had Cheerios. You traitor! You traitor! No, it's just what I have at home. I actually have 2 choices at home. I have Cheerios and Fruit Loops. And I wanted Cheerios today. You know, taking cereal to the movie theaters in a Ziploc bag is fun. Yes, I still get popcorn, but I like to bring my own snacks too, when I remember to do as such. Since we basically approached the summertime, I have room temperature water. I don't have room temperature water right now. This water is kind of chilled with small pieces of ice in it. I normally don't drink cold water, but since I'm in this cow suit and it is a little warm because, like I said, we're approaching summer, I don't want to overheat. And I know my husband and son wouldn't want me to overheat, because then I'd have to take the day off because I overheated. You guys ever see a cow overheat? I think well, I don't know if that cow was overheating or not. It was just a hot day on the video I saw. But to me, it looked like the cow was sweating. Do cows sweat? Moving on. YouTube updates for May 2025. So what I typed in Google, YouTube updates for May 2025. Hold on. Let me go right here. Go in there. Ah. There. Social media. Next time on social media or Priceline Negotiator. In May 2025, YouTube is introducing changes to mid-roll ads. The removal of the revert to original feature in Studio Editor in general focuses on algorithm updates for better video performance. Whatever that means. All I interpret it as is they're going to take something out to make something better. And what they normally take out is something I need. All in the name of making something better. These changes are designed to enhance monetization for creators. Right. Streamline editing processes and improve video visibility. Video visibility to who and where. Key changes in 2025. Key changes in May 2025. mid-roll ads. YouTube will be implementing a new feedback system for ad placement within videos, allowing for both manual and automatic ad slots. Creators can opt out of automatic additions by adjusting their settings in the Earn tab before May 12, 2025. Well, that's over. I can't tell you, I had just got the notification about mid-roll ads the day before. So what if I wanted to do this? I only would have had less than 24 hours to make those changes. And for me, as much as I am on YouTube, I usually find out about big changes the day before. It's always been like that since I've been on YouTube. I'm always finding about sudden changes the day before, so I'm scrambling trying to make changes. Never again. If I don't make the changes, I just don't make the changes. Life is hard enough. I'm not going to start bending over backwards for a platform that's supposed to be fun. I refuse to let YouTube become another monster in my life, because it'll be just like I'm working back out there on the workforce with idiots. I refuse to allow this computer to invade my home and my peace, because they're always going through menopausal changes and midlife crisis changes and wanting to keep up with the Joneses changes, and we're paying for it. No, YouTube, go fix your character. You're not gonna mess up my chi. Studio editor. The revert to original features, which allows users to undo changes made to videos in the editor, will be removed. What the H, like I said. This change impacts tools like blur and trim, so creators should consider downloading their videos before making changes or utilizing Google Takeout. It's taking out the convenience. Why would you take out the convenience when you claim to need us somewhat in a way, because you're running ads on the stuff? So why would you make it more difficult for your people to easily create and upload? Because that's something you encourage us to do, to upload for your sake. So they said in the studio editor, the revert to original feature, which allows users to undo changes made to videos in the editor, will be removed. This change impacts tools like blur and trim. So creators should consider downloading their videos before making changes or utilizing Google's Takeout. Algorithm updates. YouTube, I know YouTube have become corporate, but usually when people become corporate, they change their codes, they change their characters, they change their hats. And if it's too big, they still try to walk around and fit into these things, as I is going into a different direction and a different suit that I don't like. I don't like it at all, this direction where they're going. It's like they're going into the suit of the headless horseman. And it's kind of scary, this direction YouTube, I feel, is going. Algorithm updates. YouTube continues to refine its algorithm with updates focused on improving video visibility and engagement. Creators should stay informed about these changes and adapt their content strategies accordingly. Please continue to be yourself through the changes, because the minute you get it, they're going to change it. Just like life, when you're trying to keep up with the Joneses or the alleged cool kids that society deem as the cool kids. The minute you get it, they're on to something else. So just be yourself. Other updates. There may be other smaller updates to the platform, including changes to ad guidelines, as well as new features and improvements to the app. Action items for creators. Review and adjust your mid-roll settings in the Earn tab before May 12, 2025 if you want to opt out of automatic ad placement, studio editor. Be aware of the revert to original features removal and plan accordingly, possibly by downloading videos or using Google Takeout. Algorithm updates. App updates. Keep your YouTube and YouTube apps updated to ensure you have the latest features and improvements. What I don't like about this overview is that they're missing the main important thing, which is a video I watched in reference to copyright. That's the main important thing that they should be talking about. So now I have to do a little legwork and see what I can find in reference to copyright. We're a half hour into this, so that means I have plenty of time to figure this out. So let me type it in, because I want to share this with you guys. Copyright is W-R-I-T-E. So I typed in YouTube updates. YouTube updates 2025. Copyright rules and changes. Alright? And an AI overview. Next time I have to fill this puppy with coffee. I'm a little slow today. It feels like half of my body is swimming in jello. But I ate waffles for breakfast. In 2025, YouTube is implementing significant updates to its copyright rules and policies. Put your seatbelts on, because it's time for the Morning Bull section. Morning Bull section of Morning Mood. Oh my gosh, it's time for the Morning Bull section. These include the introductions of AI tool to remove copyrighted music while preserving speech in the videos. Once again, these include the introduction of an AI tool to remove copyrighted music while preserving speech in videos, enhanced podcast integrations, and a shift in how external links are handled on shorts. Sometimes when I want to share my shorts on Facebook, the links don't work right. It don't embed the picture of my said shorts so they can see what I'm talking about. I've had that issue with Twitter also. So I know if that's just the surface of me having issues with sharing links of my shorts, and even on LinkedIn, I can only imagine, based on experience, that there's more than that that's happening with this. Additionally, YouTube has made updates to its monetization policies. What, they're going to take 75% out of our pay now? Might as well go back to work. Some of us do have real 9-to-5s and do this YouTube, depending on how you trying to live. Additionally, YouTube has made updates to its monetization policies as suitability review processes and policies regarding impersonations. I wonder how well that's going to key out. These changes aim to improve the overall user experience, reduce uncertainty around monetization, and combat spam and scams. Reduce uncertainty around monetization. Well, that's not going to help, because you just had me get back worried about monetization, because you said additionally YouTube has made updates to its monetization policies. And then in the next breath you go talk about they're trying to reduce the uncertainty. See, that's that bull. So just always expect the worst out of each thing they talk about. Because they try to feather us to say it's going to be all right. Just take the bad and trust that only. That's a sad shame. Pray for the best, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And then you win either way. I can say that much for sure. How y'all doing today? Here's a more detailed breakdown. And you know how these more detailed breakdowns be breaking me down. Copyright and content ID. Content ID claim updates. While Content ID claims are still a feature, YouTube is introducing more tools to help users understand and manage these claims, including the AI tool mentioned above. What I want YouTube to get a handle on is people having too much power to get your YouTube channel shut down simply because they don't like you. They'll mass flag you. They will lie and say that your content is inappropriate. There's a lot of sick people out here. My question to you sick people out there, because everybody has a moment to become successful. No matter if you're good, bad, or evil, you will have a moment to become successful. So when that moment comes for you, just know there's going to be 1,000 sick people like you were trying to bring you down. So I would advise that you start to practice, make a conscious decision to not be so fueled to be intentionally trying to ruin someone's blessings, because everybody has an opportunity to have success, you included. And it's not going to feel good when that happens to you. Moving forward, AI-powered copyright removal. YouTube's new AI tool can remove copyrighted music from videos while preserving the original speech and other content. Now, that's one good thing to draw out of it. Should I say thank you, YouTube? Should we continue to say thank you to people who take too long to get the message because they're stubborn? Don't go down that road. You're going to get hurt. Don't go down that road. You're going to get hurt. I don't care. I'm going to be all right. How many? This is odd. I don't even know how to take that. So many people have lost their channels. So much damage has been done, and you now want to get on the bandwagon? I cannot say thankful for, I cannot be thankful. How can I be thankful for that? So many casualties on YouTube, I included. Now you want to do better? Copyright strikes and termination. YouTube policy on copyright strikes remains the same. 3 strikes within 90 days leads to channel termination. Live streaming restrictions. If a live stream is removed for copyright, live streaming access can be restricted, with restrictions lasting longer for subsequent strikes. I want to read more about that. Monetization policies. Monetization thresholds. YouTube has updated its monetization requirements, now requiring a minimum of 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours in the past year, and 3 valid public uploads within the 90 days. You guys, thank you for watching my videos. The tier is this. To my knowledge, they have the 3,000 watch hour tier, then they have the 4,000 watch hour tier. Ad sustainability review. YouTube is improving its ad sustainability review process to provide more accurate monetization decisions and reduce the need for appeals. Monetization limits. Content deemed unsuitable for monetization may still be visible. But will not earn revenue from ads. Story of my life. I made videos that have gotten over 10,000 views and they're not monetized. But I'm going to move forward to that. I'm just stating the facts. I'm stating the obvious because I know I'm not the only one. This too will pass. Your time will come. And in the meantime, I move forward. Not waiting on them, but waiting for my things to come from other sources. YouTube Shorts updates. So Shorts update says Shorts thumbnails. Creators can now select the frame from their shots as a thumbnail. And I highly recommend it because for me, in my personal experience, they'll pick the ugliest picture and put it up there as a thumbnail. So I recommend you take the extra time to select the picture that looks nice. Other policy updates. Impersonation policies. Fan channels are required to disclose that they don't represent the actual artist or creator. Ad filtering. YouTube users can now filter certain advertisers from appearing on their accounts. That's not new news. There's been ads that I feel uncomfortable with that I've been having to block for quite some time now. And thankfully, it's slowed down tremendously. Like, what do you guys think I am? I'm not like everybody. And that's the sad reality of it. Because in life there will be casualties. And even if something is fighting ad placements that you feel uncomfortable with, you must fight for. Or they'll keep bombarding you with filth. Because they're appealing to the masses. And I'm not the masses. So of course I'll have to do extra things to steer around stuff. Important note. Nice people may allegedly finish last, but our prize do come in due time. We usually typically finish last because we're taking the long way home to avoid all the crap that's thrown in our face or so easily accessible. Or we may have learned our lesson and decided to piggyback and go around and change course. So technically to me, that's why they say that. Technically to me, that's why nice people finish last, because we take longer to get there because there's so many no's. There's so many no's in life because we want to stay as safe as possible. So we may choose to take lesser pay in the name of sanity to avoid working in the snake pit with a lot of people who like to gossip and backbite. We may choose to pass up on an opportunity because we'd rather be with our families, or we just need some sleep. We may decide to step out of a relationship because there's no growth, or you realize that one or the other person is going in a different direction and you already know where it's going to head, so you leave. Or if you're reading a book and all of a sudden it starts to turn in the direction that you're not really liking, you got to make the decision to close the book. Even though you're already in it, it's starting to make you feel some type of way, you have to close the book. So it's not necessarily you lost so much time, it's just you devoted so much time thinking you were taking the right choice, but you had to circumvent the situation and redirect. So that takes time in that aspect. But in the long road, you save a lot of heartbreak and misery. So that's why nice people finish last. It's not because they're losers. It's a longer way. It's a longer road to salvation and anything pure that you want. And lastly on here, important note, these updates are designed to improve the YouTube platform, but not ours personally. I just threw that in there. Important note, these updates are designed to improve the YouTube platform and user experience. It's essential for creators to stay informed about these changes and ensure their content complies with YouTube policies. I want to expound more on the copyright strike termination, the AI copyright power, the AI power copyright removal, and there was something else here too. But mainly I want to get back into figuring out what the H they mean with live streaming restrictions. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. I like you too. Thanks for coming in. So let me see. If I click on live streaming restrictions, I wonder if it'll take me to a bigger article. So I did click on live streaming restrictions. And it says you can get a YouTube live stream limit in general or specific regions. Also, your monetization can be handed over to the copyright owner. Or YouTube can give you a strike, resulting in the channel being blocked after receiving 3 of them. That's still not enough information. What I'm going to have to do is actually go into the actual YouTube handbook or YouTube Bible, the YouTube Bible, and see for myself exactly what they're saying. By now, the YouTube Bible is probably 3,625 pages long. But if I can get my hands on a link that will completely direct me to that, I will feel better. Is YouTube Academy still a thing? YouTube University, YouTube School, or did they dismantle that and just say, go look at the YouTube book, handbook? So I don't want to get too lost in the sauce on here and try to read too many things at one time. But it still didn't go in enough to explain to me this copyright stuff. This stuff is sticky. And I don't want to get in trouble. And I don't want you guys to get in trouble. All I know is as of now, per last week, which was last Friday, before these rules hit, I was successfully able to upload a song. I think it was a Nirvana song with cats and kittens in the video, and I didn't get flagged. I didn't get flagged or a copyright strike. You are welcome. It just told me that you know, the music that you're using belongs to someone else. This is not a copyright strike, nor are you in trouble. Proceeds basically will go to the creator of the music. Fine by me, because what other way to support one of your favorite songs or one of your favorite artists is to, you know, have their song on there and be able to let those proceeds go back to them. That's my way of saying thank you. I support you. Not only do I have your CD, you are actually getting more revenue because I am recreating your video on my platform and not wanting a red cent. Some artists, when you use their music, if they're not so picky, which I understand, they'll even let you share some of the revenue that you make, but they also have the permission to cut that off. So either way, I like where it stood then, but now that these copyright laws have been in effect again, I had to reread everything to ensure that I can still do that. I have a Fusion Fridays music is what I do. I like to celebrate music on Fridays, but it seems like every time I get started to do it again, more copyright changes come into effect. So I had to reread everything, and it puts a freeze on everything because I don't want to get a flag, because I got flagged before, maybe 8 or 9 years ago, and it scared me so bad because of using music. And I just completely abandoned the music thing altogether because I actually didn't have the mental capacity to read through those rules and try to figure everything out. So at that time, to save my sanity, I just abandoned that whole music sector altogether. So that caused me to find something else to fill that void on Fridays. And it was a headache. So that same cycle is happening again. But nonetheless, I have time this time to go through the minutiae of it all and figure out the copyright strikes. I have time today, thankfully. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, YouTube is undergoing more rules. And in this small hour, I try my best to inform you of some of the things. But the main thing of importance is to go to the official YouTube website and see exactly what you can do as far as using music. Because they didn't, on the videos I listened to and through the AI overviews, it didn't give me a concrete description on what that means for YouTube Shorts when we use sound bites of music for up to 15 seconds to a minute. Now are they saying, are we going to get in trouble for doing that? See you later. Thank you for coming in. That's all right. You don't have to be sorry. You didn't even have to come in at all. May you have a great, peaceful, joyous day. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I will read the survey, and I too will get ready to wrap this up. We are approaching our hour. Thank you for coming in. Let me let her know. Let Mia know thank you for coming in. There. Thank you for coming in. Have a nice day. So the survey says, which cereal would you choose today in this one shiny moment? Cookie Crisp is at 50%. No one chose All Bran and Corn Flakes is at 50%. The cereal I chose today was Cookie Crisp. Let me see what time it is. It's 8:06. I have a little time. I'm going to put in my closing remarks and get ready to wrap this puppy up. Computer. Oh, there it is. Closing remarks. So I'm going to type in, I still don't have an understanding of what's going on with the YouTube changes. I still don't have a full understanding. That's funny. Hey, how you doing? We'll go back. So I'm typing closing remarks. I still don't have a full understanding of what is going on with the copyright situation. That's it. My closing remarks is I still don't have a full understanding of what's going on with the copyright situation. Way to go, YouTube, for clarifying everything for me. See y'all next video. Thanks for coming in. Bye. Ah.